Thank you for holding this very, very important hearing. Couldn't be more timely with everything happening. I guess I'll start with you, Mr. Eichhorst. Talk about the debate stage that kept saying we're not going to have a shortage of sports marketing degrees. We're going to have a shortage of electricians and plumbers and, of course, nurses and doctors. And I pissed off everyone that had a kid with a sports marketing degree, but if it really worked well for me. But if you could answer the question.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Allowing policies to require registered apprenticeship programs, that's one of the things you just talked about. That's been fantastic, and that helps increase the amount of apprentices needed, right? But making it on a local level helps a ton too. If you go to an area that has predominantly not done anything that could be considered green or energy type, they may not need very many apprentices. So if you go to the areas that need them, you can train there, you can train for what they need, and those skills can be transferred anywhere in the country. And I'll give you an example. What's nice about the unions that I'm used to is, so the UA, we're across the entire United States, from Seattle to Florida. If you're training for a med gas certification to build hospitals, and I know this isn't clean energy, but this is an easy example, you're doing the exact same training in California as you are in New York. You're doing the same training in Seattle as you are in Florida. So if we're working on a very specific type of alloy, or they had some different things we weren't used to, we developed a training program in Albuquerque. We were extremely successful with it. We did a great job. We had apprentices welding on this facility because they went through the UA's, our welding standards are extremely stringent. They went through the UA's weld program. They were certified. Those same students went up to Malta, New York to weld on Global Foundries. Some of them are in Phoenix right now.
Senator Moran and I have a bill on increasing the partnerships between the colleges and apprenticeship programs. Senator Braun and I have one on expanding this certain tax advantage savings accounts to be used for skills training, apprenticeships, as well as some degrees in these areas. Talk about what you think we could be doing better.
Well, I think the policies you're discussing are exactly what I'd say any learner who's coming to a two-year college would want to see enacted. There's no question, I'd say building on the prior testimony, that pre-apprenticeships are so critical. Mm-hmm. We do that with our school districts, our dual credit. We work with 135 high schools. What's important about those high schools is that we're training them and we're exposing them, many of the students, to certainly working opportunities while they're in high school and certainly when they come to college because they're taking these dual credit classes. But we're also helping them earn at the same time. So when you talk about savings, how important that is, not only, and I would just want to say, not only for these initial training expenses and experiences, we know that this is lifelong training. This is not a one and done. It's not 1 in 5 years and done. So we know that we have a third of our learners at the college already have degrees. They may be marketing degrees, but they're often nursing degrees and seeking, there might not be other financial aid allowances
Okay,
for.
thank you. Both my dad got a 2-year community college degree, as did my sister, and she got her GED first, so our family wouldn't be around if it wasn't for 2-year degrees, so thank you. Last, Dr. Holtz-Eakin, you touched on it a bit, but the importance of immigration reform right now. No great nation has expanded, as far as I know, with the shrinking workforce. And I don't think we want to be the first experiment when you look at the numbers. And so get their degrees here. I think we have 12 Republicans on it. Talk about that quick.
I could talk about that for 2 hours, but the 30-second version is that there is no more important economic policy than immigration reform, period. The native-born population has sub-replacement fertility. Our future will be dictated by our immigration decisions. The pace at which the labor force grows, the skills that are embedded in it, everything is about immigration. The current system is broken, and a comprehensive reform would be great, but if you can't get that, anything that will provide greater flexibility in the use of skills in the U.S., letting the spouses of H-1B recipients work,
not have
things
to
like
wait
that.
5 years, because then they're
Right.
all going to Canada.
The list goes on and on,
Mm-hmm.
so I encourage you to pursue this in any form you can.
Okay, thank you.